Hey, what's up everyone, Rupla here. This is the 30 minutes mission Spinatio Knight, and in this video, we're going to give it some makeover using Mr. Color Super Metallic Super Duralumin paint. I really cannot wait to see how the Super Duralumin paint works on this Spinatio Knight. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Okay, first thing first, let's start with the handguard of this sword. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of how it looks, so I'm going to remove it with a nipper. Once that's done, I then sand it with a file to smooth out the surface. It looks much better without the handguard, right? Moving on, I then fill the hollow in the handle with some epoxy putty. After that, I sand it over and over again to achieve a smoother finish. And just like that, the modification on the sword is complete. Now move on to the Spinatio itself. Since the main focus here is just to paint the kit, I'll be making some minor adjustments starting with the 3mm holes. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of these holes. I know it is for the customization purpose, but this time, I'm going to remove it by using the same putty from before. I begin filling all the holes with it, followed by sanding it to make all things smooth. Honestly, I don't think this is the best idea to fill the hole with the putty. Maybe some ways are more efficient out there, but this is just the way I prefer to do it. The hardest part is to sand down until the putty is blend seamlessly with the surrounding part, without damaging the putty itself. So each time I oversand it for some reason, I fix it with Mr. White putty and continue sand it until it's just right. So after everything is done, it's time for painting. My goal is to achieve the metallic from Mr. Color Super Duralumin. To begin with, I used the Mr. Surfacer 1500 Black as a primer base. After that, I used the Jump Wind Black Gloss to get those nice glossy finish base. After letting it dry for around 15 minutes, I then spray another coat of black gloss on top of it. So, a total of 2 coats of gloss black on it. And finally, for the armor parts, I use Super Duralumin and Mr. Rapid Thinner in a 1:1 ratio. I spray the Super Duralumin carefully on top of it. Since this is my first time dealing with metallic colors, determining the optimal paint coverage can be challenging for me. I start by lightly spraying the duralumin all over the part. After a bit while, I then spray the parts from top to bottom slowly but surely to get that smooth and shiny finish. Moving on to the secondary color, which is the non-armor parts. For these particular parts, I use Mr. Crystal Color Sapphire Blue. It is one of the challenging steps because at first, the color might not be immediately visible. It turned out that you need to rapidly spray it with a large amount of spray per spray. I don't know if that makes sense, but I may be wrong, but after a few coats like that, the metallic blue begins to reveal its appearance. And when it does, it looks fantastic and I love it. And last but not least, to protect all the progress so far, I apply a top coat with Mr. Color Super 3 Gloss. This layer gives an additional layer of shine. After the top coat is finally dry, it is time to put all parts together carefully since I don't want to scratch or anything with this gorgeous shiny finish. So far, the results are looking pretty impressive. I really like the silver color from the Duralumin itself. The sword, the shield, and everything looks so good that I love it. The chest parts also look very nice to me. I couldn't be more satisfied with how the shield turned out. It is truly beautiful. The sapphire blue also does the job to make things stand out to me. But one thing for sure is I kinda messed up those hole fillers I did earlier. The texture is noticeably rough even to the naked eye. I think putty is not the best way for it. Or maybe I'm just bad at sanding, because at some parts like the side skirt or the calf area here, it looks slightly better. It's not the perfect result I was hoping for. I guess I need more practice and research for my future builds, I don't know. Alright, it's time to add some details to make things more interesting. For this process, I'll be using Tamiya enamel paint. First, I use the Tamiya enamel black for the most of the lines, dots, and visor on the helmet. Pretty straightforward stuff. After that, I want to bring out some highlight using Tamiya clear blue enamel. I use the clear blue for the edge of the shield, some of the chest part, and the side skirt to add some highlight color. After a couple of hours, I begin to remove any excess or misplaced enamel by using a cotton swab soaked with enamel thinner in it. Just gently wipe it as the mistake disappears. I really like how the clear blue appears because of the silver base underneath it. Although some of the brush strokes are still visible here and there, but I believe it adds a touch to the overall look. And just like that, finally, my Spinatio Knight is complete and ready to roll out. And that's it for my work on the 30 minutes mission Spinatio Knight. So what do you guys think about it? It's not the perfect build ever, there are still some errors here and there, especially the body I used for the whole filler. But at the very least, I'm genuinely satisfied with how it turned out to be. The Mr. Color Super Duralumin truly gives that captivating armor look, like straight out of Dark Souls or something. So, thank you to every one of you who stayed with me until the very end of this video. I hope you liked my build, and if you did, consider giving this video a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this in the future. See you in the next build, and have a nice day. Bye!